All right, so let us begin. Oh, here's Meg starting. Here's Meg's. Hello, Megs. There she is. Okay. All right, let's begin, guys. So we're going to start off. You're going to need a bit later on, you will be needing some blankets or something because we're going to do a shoulder balance. If you can't do a shoulder balance, you're going to be putting your legs up the wall. But I prefer you to try to do a shoulder balance because we're going to be doing a few of those inversions through the class. If you've got a block, we're going to start off by sitting using your block or your books or whatever you have. So place your block down. We're working in Virasana. So you place your knees together in front, remove the flesh from behind the knees, and just take a seat down. If you need two blocks or you want to sit on a bolster or a blanket or even a pillow, that's also fine. So just place the knees together, palms face up, relax the shoulders, pull the navel in, just settle yourselves down, close your eyes and focus on your breath. Beautiful. So we're working to Vishuddha, which is our fifth chakra. So work a bit over here to the side. So Vishuddha is our fifth chakra. As you place yourself down and relax, nice deep breath in through the nose. As you inhale, push your belly out like a big balloon. And as you exhale, allow the navel to work towards the spine. Deep breaths. So the fifth chakra is the throat chakra. It's related to the element of ether. The color of it is blue. It has 16 lotus petals, and this chakra is all about communication and creative self-expression. It's about speaking and living the truth. And this is where we discover who we really are and what we really want and how to express ourselves accordingly. Body parts associated with the chakra are the neck, the throat, the ears, the eyes, the mouth, the hands, and the arms. It controls all those areas, and it's also associated with the brachial and the cervical plexus. It works with the thyroid, the parathyroid glands, and this week we're focusing on some inversions and raised postures that assist with strengthening and stretching our upper body, detoxifying and promoting healthy blood flow, boosting energy and stimulating the endocrine and nervous systems. A mantra to say to yourself is, I speak and I listen. That's a nice way of thinking about it. And it's not necessarily just speaking to other people, it's speaking to yourself and listening to yourself. As you drop your chin down towards your chest now, a little saying for today by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that really matter. Slowly begin to open up your eyes, draw them along the floor until your chin is parallel. Bring your palms together. Welcome to yoga, everybody. So let's take our arms up to the side. Nice inhale, lifting up tall. And exhaling all the way down. Once again, inhale, lift. And exhale all the way down. Beautiful. So just leaving your hands onto your lap. You turn your head over to the right side. Drop your chin straight along your chest. Over to the left side, lifting up. And slowly coming back down all the way to the right. Up. Coming back down. Over to the left. Up. And let's go back to the right. And up. Come to the center. And let's lift up a big yes. So up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Now let's do some nose. So just turning your head side to side. So turn to the right and turn to the left. Turn to the right and turn to the left. Come back to the center. Place your hands facing towards you behind, and open that chest, arch through the back, look up to the ceiling. Now bring your chin down towards your chest, Jalandhara Bandha. Now look up to the ceiling. Bring it back down. Let's do one more, up to the ceiling. And down you come. Wonderful, up you come. So we're going to go on to all fours now. So you can move your little block out the way. And let's go on to all fours. So hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure you've got a nice flat back, so pull that navel in. Flatten out, your feet are hiding behind you. And let's start to look up to the ceiling without arching the back as you inhale. Exhale, round all the way. Look at the navel. Now flatten out, inhale, looking up. Exhale down, round all the way. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more, inhale up. And exhale down. Come back to the center. Step your hands out, one hand step forward. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees just off the mat and push your hips back. Stretch it from here. Look at your hands and you already feel that you're stretching your neck. Now lift the tailbone up to the ceiling. Drop your head. And let's slowly start to walk it out side to side. So just walk it out, extend one heel at a time. Stretch, relax the head. Beautiful. So looking at the hands, you're going to walk your feet towards your hands. Slowly walking forward. Bunion bones touch, ankles apart. Release your head down. We're going to hold into your elbows and push your hips right forward. Releasing the head down. And we're slowly going to work over to the right. So just moving the torso over to the right and over to the left. Back to the right and back to the left. Come back to the center. Hold it there. Make sure your hips are right over those heels. Let's change the cross of your hands to the opposite direction. And let's again do that nice little twist of the torso. So over to the right, over to the left, over to the right, and over to the left. Come back to the center. Hands into prayer. Roll your shoulders lengthen through the spine, and up you come all the way to standing. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lift up tall, big stretch. Exhale, arms coming all the way out and down. We're going to lift our toes up. Place down your toes one at a time, baby, second, third, fourth, and fifth. You're trying to make space between each toe. And then up onto those toes. Hold it here. Oopsie. Hold and breathe. And slowly down. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment and find your balance on your feet. Remembering what balance is. Balance is equal distribution on either foot. And with that balance, you will have that movement. With a movement, well, you'll have alignment. And with alignment, you'll start to have stability. But allow for that movement. Those who want to attempt it, I'd like you to go back up onto the toes with your eyes closed. Slowly coming up. And slowly back down. Beautiful, opening up your eyes. Okay, so we're going to work into our head balance. I would like you to work into both head balances if you can. So your Bakasana and your Sirsasana. Obviously, if you're menstruating, you've got high blood pressure, you're going to just work into your dolphin and a down dog that I'm absolutely fine with. but I'd like you to try and perform both. So obviously you know what you're doing. If you've got a chair, you can go onto your chair and spend some time there. Your different head balances, just to demo, your Sirsasana is when you place your hands together into a prayer, tuck the baby thumb together, head down, and you slowly work up. You can take one or two legs up at a time, but your elbows are down. So that's your Sirsasana. Okay. The difference with Bakasana is when you've got your triangle, your hands are at the bottom, your head is at the top of the triangle. Head down and bringing their knees on, sitting there for a little bit, and then slowly lifting up. Okay. Off you go. Very nice. Next. Lovely. Fantastic dolphin. So remember, with your dolphins, you can really push into it. Try and push your heels down to the floor. Try and extend as much as you can. Heads up, push into those heels, feel it through the heels, and you can even lift up one. If you want to work into Pincha Marunda Sana, you're welcome to. Stretch. Beautiful. Okay, then you can slowly start to come back to your mats. All right. Yes. Okay, we're all going to take a stand up at the top of the mats. And let's do some sun salutations. So let's stand at the top. And let's take a nice inhale. Lift up nice and tall, big stretch. Exhale, swan dive, hands to the front. When you're looking at the front, I want you to open your chest. Think about wearing those little bangles around your neck, like those, I don't know what that tribe is called, but I want you to really open up through the throat chakra. Inhale, lift up. You can bend your knees if you need to. And then we're going to step back with our right leg. Open up. Flatten the hands, left leg goes back into a plank. You can welcome to drop your knees. Chaturanga, hover over the toes, Urdhva Mukha up. Open up the chest, lift your neck. Tuck the toes and push up into a down dog, stretch out. Look at your hands, right foot, right thumb. Help the leg if it needs help. Open up once again, step forward. With the left, head down, hands to pray. And up we go, inhale, lifting up. Big stretch. Let's have a slight back bend here. And come down all the way. Hands front, hands side. Inhale, lift. Bend your knees if you need to. And step back with the left foot. Open up. Flatten hands, left foot. Let's go. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. Into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Hands to prayer. Up we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming all the way down. Hands front, hands side. Inhale up. Exhale, right back. Left back. Down you go. Up you come. Into a down dog. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Hands to prayer. Up we go. Slight back bend. Coming down, hands front, hands side, inhale, exhale left, then right, down, up, down dog, left foot forward, right foot forward, hands to prayer, up we go, slight back bend. Let's do a jumping round. Hands front, hands side. Inhale, lift. Jump back, or you can step right and then left. Down you go. Up you come. Down dog. Look at the hands. Either jump or step right and then left. Forward. Hands to prayer. Up we go. Slight back bend. Coming down. Hands front. Hands side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, jump. Or left and right. Down we go. Up we come. Down dog. Look at the hands. Let's jump forward. Hands to pray. Up we go. Slight back bend. Let's do one more round just for fun. With a little bit extra in it. Because it's Wednesday. Down we come. Hands front. Hands side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, jump. Down. Up. Those who can go an extra down, please do. Down. Up you go. Step or jump forward. Hands to prayer. Up we go. Coming down. Hands front. Hands side. Inhale. Jumping back. Down. Up. Go back down if you can. Back you go. Jumping forward. Hands to pray. Up we go. Hands to your heart. Well done. That was fantastic. Now we get started. So you should be warm. We're going to do an ether flow. So it's really exciting. It's called a throat chakra ether flow. Stand top of your mat. And you're going to make a little birdie. So you take your thumbs, place them over one another with your hands. And you'll bring your bird in front of you. Stretch it up. Big extension. Bring your hands down to your shins. Ardha Uttanasana. half your forward bend. So lift up, have a big stretch here. You're going to step back with your right leg. Step back, Vishuddha 1, and let's take the birdie for a fly. So fly, birdie. Bring the hands down to the floor. Lift up your right leg, standing splits. Ardha Kumanasana. You're going to start to bend your left knee and bring your right knee behind. So place it behind and take a seat. Okay, that's it. Take a seat. So the right knee goes behind the left. When you take a seat, I want you to sit your sitting bones down. So we'll do the first round easy so we understand it. Sit up tall. I want you to get the neck nice and long. Take your right hand onto the knee, left hand behind you. Inhale up and twist. Look over the back shoulder. Lovely. Come back to the front. Now you're going to straighten both legs in front of you. So you might find you're sitting a bit skew on your mat, but you should be still facing that long front way. We're going to slowly place the hands down. I want you to roll your back down onto the floor. As you roll yourself down, push down with your hands. Start to lift the legs and take the legs over your head into Halasana. So you're going to work over as much as you can. If you can't get over, just work where you can get to. Even if you're just lifting your legs up to the ceiling, I'm happy with that. With control, roll down one vertebra at a time. Don't let yourself just fall. Bring the legs down to the floor. When they touch, push the elbows in. Lift the chest and drop the head to the floor. Now relax your head to the floor. This is the hardest part. You bring your right knee up. You place your hand onto the knee. Everything's about momentum. So I'm going to have a good pull up. Pull and come back up. It's about the hardest part of the whole class. Okay. Place your thumbs back like a little birdie. And let's work to the other side. So stretch back. Big stretch. Bring the hands down onto the shins. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, you step far back with the left leg. And we're going to take the birdie for a flight. So stretch it up. Big stretch. Okay, let's take the hands down to the floor. Let's lift up that left leg, standing splits. Lift. Start to bend your right knee. Bring the left knee behind the right. And you're going to take a seat. All right, hold that knee. Sit up nice and tall. Grow with it. Taking your left hand onto the knee. Right arm goes around. Twist. Slowly come back to the front. You're going to straighten both legs in front of you. Flatten your hands, roll back down. Roll. Once you're done, use your hands for momentum. So you place your hands down, you lift the legs. Take the legs over your head. Halasana. Slowly start to roll back down. Bring down the back. Legs coming down. When they touch the floor, you push into the elbows, you lift the chest, you drop your head. So it's like a flow. Now relax the head, relax the back. Bring the left knee in. Hold the left knee. Right leg comes up, momentumly come up. Okay, we're going to place over your little birdie. And let's go. So that was the first round to show you the easy way. Now to put a little more into it. So stretch back. Hands come down to the shin. Inhale, look up, nice and stretched. Bring the hands a bit further down. Right leg steps back. Vishuddha 1 and big stretch. Open up. Birdie flies. Hands come down to the floor, lift up the right leg, standing splits. Slowly bringing your right knee behind the left, come down to the floor. And this time I want you to bring up cactus arms. Sit up tall. And you're going to twist over towards the left side. It's a bit tough now. You're going to try and see if you can bring that right elbow and hook that knee. So what tends to happen is I tend to push my body back slightly and still push into it. Push down my left foot very hard on the floor and I open. Come back to the front. I straighten my legs on the floor, keep my arms up. It's very tough. Roll down, still cactus arms. Then place my hands down. Now lift the legs over. This is the nice part. Slowly rolling down. Roll down. When my legs, my feet touch the floor, I lift up onto the elbows, I arch the chest. Look back. Drop my head. Bring my right knee up. Lift my left leg and momentum brings me up to bring my little birds. Okay, let's go. Lift up tall, big stretch. Let's work to the other side. Hands coming down to the shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, left back. Virabhadrasana 1, open, stretch. Nice, hands coming down, standing splits, lift. Start to bend your right, bring the left knee behind. Take a seat and cactus arms. Sit up tall. Turn to the right side, hook that elbow, keep twisting. Come back to the front. Keep your cactus arms, straighten legs. Use the core, round the back. Bring the hands only down when you're down. And now push the legs over. Keep breathing. Slowly start to roll down. Controlled rolling. Legs come down, elbows. Head on the floor. Drop your head, bring your left knee in. Lift the right and let's go. Up we come. Grab your birdie. Okay, a little bit more difficult this time. Up we go. Slight back bend. Hands onto the shins. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right back. Let's lift. Stretch. Coming down, standing splits, lift. Bring the right knee behind. Take a seat. Cactus arms. Over to the left side. Twist. Hook it if you can. Because with the hook, it just makes it a little bit harder. Push down that left foot. It also makes you twist a little bit harder. Come back to the front. Now this time, I want you to lift your legs. Lift the legs. So you're just going to do this one with lifting the leg. I want you to lift up as much as you can. Arms are still in cactus arms. Okay, hold it there. If your knees are bent, I'm happy with that. Hold. Slowly with control. Everything's going to go down at the same time. Legs and body. Now hands come down. Take the legs over. Stretch. Breathe. Controlled coming down. Legs come down onto the elbows, head back. Release, take the right knee in, lift the left, up we come. Thumbs together, let's stretch up. Other side. Your neck should be getting hot now. Coming down, hands to the legs, inhale, lift. Exhale, left back. Big stretch. Hands to the floor, standing splits. Bring the knee behind. Cactus arms. Twist over to the right. Hook. Come back to the front. You want to keep your hands where they are. We're just going to straighten the legs in front. Stretch. Hold it. Use through the core. Lift that chest. So you will want to really work the chakra. So you're getting nice and warm there. Control. We're going down both. Then place hands. Now lift legs. Over. Control coming down. Feet come down, touch onto elbows. Drop head. Relax back. Bring the left knee in. Right leg comes up. Momentum, up we come. Okay, this will be the last proper round. If we do it really well, we wanted to do it again. If we don't do it well, we'll do it twice. So let's see how it goes. Inhale, lift, stretch out. And hands down. Lift up, inhale, right back, stretch. Up we go. Nice. Hands down, standing splits. Knee in. Cactus arms. Left side. Center. Okay, we're going to go into our boat pose. This time I want your arms to be straight in front of you. So straighten them out. If your knees are bent, I'm okay with that. Straighten and lift the chest. So this is Paripura Navasana. From here we're going into Ardha Navasana. So this is a full one. Half pose. Half pose. Your feet should be in line with your eyes. Hold it. And release down. Hands down. Lift the legs over. Once you're there, I want to see if you can place your hands into your sacrum, so onto your back. If you're comfortable enough to do this, you can lift your legs up. Then bring your legs back down onto the floor with control. Bring your hands onto the floor and start to roll back down. All the way. When your feet touch, you work onto your elbows, drop your head. Relax the head, bring your right knee in, lift the left, and up we come. That wasn't bad, everybody. It was really good, I must tell you. Okay, let's inhale, lift tall. Big stretch. Exhale, hands down. Halfway lift and step back with your left. Let's stretch up tall. Hands down, standing splits. Bring that knee behind the right. Take a seat. Cactus over to the right side. Hook it if you can. Come back to the front. Let's straighten the legs. Let's straighten the arms. Open through the chest. Hold it there. Flex those feet, or you can be in knees. I don't mind. Either way. Paripura Navasana. Let's go into halfway. So feet in line with the eyes. Let's hold. Beautiful. And slowly down. Hands to the floor. Lift those legs. Over you go. If you're comfortable, you either stay here or you bring your hand to the sacrum. Start to lift the legs up. Hold. So it's not a full Salamba Savandasana. It's kind of like a bent one. because you're leaning on your elbows back with your bum kind of bent. Bring the legs back, the feet back to the floor behind you. Hands onto the floor. Roll down, slowly controlled. Bring the legs down when the feet touch elbows, and then bring your head to the floor. Relax the head, relax the back, bring the left knee up, right leg up, and up we come. Thumbs together, and that was the last round. Up we go, big stretch back, and your hands to your heart. Very well done. If you all feel here, you should be nice and boiling around this area. That is where we want to feel that flow. Okay, so we're going to do one more little flow. This one, we're going to work into a couple of poses, but I want to go a little bit slower with it so that you can understand when we get to a half moon, I want you to really work into the half moon. So we're going to go a bit slower than normal, and we're going to work into that with precision. So when we get there, we'll do it a few times. I think that's the easiest way to do it. So let's start at the top of our mat. We're working to Vishuddha 3. You need to look after your hips. You want to try and keep those hips nice and aligned. We're going to place our hands into prayer. I'm going to work with the right leg first. So slowly, as you work forward, the right leg's going to come out. Hips are nice and square, and slowly work yourself forward. Once you're there, I want you to drop your right hip, flex into the back heel. Lengthen, push your heel back slightly and hold it here. Breathe, and let's work into it. If you need to micro bend your left knee slightly, you're welcome to do that. And let's work into Vishuddha 1. So bend the left knee and with control, step back. Very nice. Let's take the arms up in a big stretch. Stretch back. Fantastic. Come back up, cactus arms. You're going to bring your right arm forward. Left arm under. Hook them, and let's do a nice back bend here. So when your thumb's in ajna, you need to ground the feet for this, and then stretch back. Otherwise, you're going to fall over. So really ground through the feet. Don't think about it too much. And up you come. Working to Vishuddha 2. All you do, keep this leg exactly how it is. Just drop the back heel and turn to the side. Now open the arms up. From here, I want you to take your left hand down to the floor. Okay? Right hand onto your waist. We're going to sit closer with the right foot. And I want you to take your left hand 30 centimeters in front of your left foot. So what we're going to focus on doing here, if you need a block, you're welcome to use a block. I think it's not the best thing. I'd rather have your hand. Before you go up, I want you to open the shoulders completely. So completely open the shoulders. Then get your balance, so know where you're going. So you want to try and lift the back leg, you're going to flex into it, and you're going to open. Open as much as you can so you can actually get your balance to hold there. This foot must be straight. Play with it a little bit. Yo, some of you are knocking it out the ballpark. Blimmin' beautiful. When you come down, I want you to come down slowly. Bring back your hand to your shin. Straighten your left leg and work into Uttita Trikonasana. So straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Take your chin along your chest, look up to the ceiling. Beautiful, hold. Now up you come. Straight legs, straight arms. I want you to bend now your left knee. Now step further back with your right. So we're going to open up a little bit wider. Wider legs. You want the knee above the ankle. You want your thigh parallel to the floor. We're working to Uttita Konasana. So I'm pushing down to my baby toe side of the foot. I'm going to take my hand down to the floor. If you need a block here, you use a block. Baby toe side. Right hand onto my waist. And I'm going to twist the body and open up. hips are down. From here, taking your hand, right hand to the ear. Then opening up more, stretching past so I can actually look to the ceiling. I don't look at my arm, I look past my arm. And extend. Hold it there. Nice pose to build stamina. This arm is light. Now slowly bring down your right hand. Go onto the back toe. And let's step back into a standing split, Lift up into a standing split. Big height. As you do this, you look down at the floor. So I want you to feel that nice stretching of the neck. Controlled bending your left knee. You're going to step back all the way. Let's drop down the right knee, the right foot. Start to straighten out your left leg. So straighten out. You don't want to go past your hips past your knee with your hips. So just stretch out as much as you can. You might have to push your front leg out, but just try and stretch out as much as you can. Let's now go the other way. So bring the knee in, now push the hips down. Same difference. The knee should be above the ankle. Push the hips down. Flatten the hands, tuck the toes. You're going to step back into a plank. Let's do a chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. And now we're going to just stretch that sciatic nerve all the way to the back of the throat and to the neck. So your feet are flat. I want you to lift up your right foot. You should feel it in the neck even. And down. Lift up the left foot. And down. Tuck the toes. And let's go into a down dog. Stretch out. So you can choose. You can step or jump. Back to the front. Up to you. Hands to prayer. And up we go. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Very nicely done. So we're going to work into Vishuddha 3 again. So standing nice and tall. As you extend forward, you're going to lift up your left leg. So left leg goes. Look in front, try and extend through the neck, push into the heel. As you get there, try and drop your left hip down slightly. So your toes of your left foot are pointing at the heel of your right. Hold there, grip the core. That will help a lot. Hold it and breathe. Start to micro bend your right knee and step back Vishuddha 1. Bring those arms up. Let's lift and stretch. Big extension. Come back, cactus arms. Left one forward. Right one under. Hook. Thumb to Ajna. And let's open it up. Big stretch. Come back. So your front leg stays exactly where it is. Just drop the back heel and turn. Nothing else moves. Let's open up those arms. Working to Ardha Chandasana. Let's go slowly with it. So don't just go into it. Let's go slowly. Slowly, you're going to take down your right hand to the floor. Left hand onto your waist. Don't do anything. Just step closer. Now, taking your right hand 30 centimeters in front of your right foot. Make sure that right foot is still straight. Turn your head to look at the TV or in front. So you want to look straight. Don't look down at your hand because that will take you off. Then slowly start to lift the back heel. Push out into the back heel. The more you push back, the better your balance will be. Start to even lift off those fingers even. You want to open the shoulders as much as you can and push back into the heel. Very nice. Hold it and breathe. If you're feeling really good in it, you can lift your arm up. You can even look up if you want. To see how it goes. Controlled, bending that right, stepping back, Bring your hand to your shin or Theta Trikonasana. So chin along chest, looking up. Hold. Up you come. Doing beautifully, guys. Bend your right knee. Step further back with your left. You really have to open up. So the whole idea here, you want that nice 90-degree angle. That is very important. It's going to make the pose much easier for you. Now taking down the right hand, baby toe side. You see how I drop my hips even to get there. Take your hand, your left hand on your waist, open the chest. Now place your hand onto your ear. Now stretch out, stretch, stretch, stretch. You can even drop your hips. You want to just try and extend. So if I put some water on your hand, it would work all the way down to your foot. Push down into the baby toe side of that foot. So you're lifting those ankles. Look up. And let's slowly bring down the left hand to the floor, onto the toe of the right, of the toe of the left. And let's lift up into a standing splits. Lift up all the way, stretch. Looking at the floor, opening up the chest. Slowly bend your right leg, step back. Vishuddha 1. Now drop the knee. Drop down the foot. And slowly we'll start to straighten that front leg. Stretch it out. Don't go past the leg, the hips go past the knee. Just extend. Let's work the other way. So bend that knee, now drop the hips, push down. Very nice. Tuck the back toe. Let's set that plank. Let's do a chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. Hold it here. We'll lift up that left foot. And down. Right foot. Down. Tuck toes. Down dog. Keep the toes together. Knees apart. And just have a rest for a moment. That is absolutely perfect. All right, so we're going to come up and we're going to work into our shoulder balance, the Lamba Savangasana. So either you're going to use a couple of blankets on top of one another. That's absolutely fine. It works like a bomb. If you're using blankets, a nice way to do it is to put your mat on top so your mat's nice and hard on top of it. Some people don't use blankets. It's really your call. I just do it because I like to protect you. If you don't want to do that and you feel that you can't get up, you can place your bum on the floor and take your legs up the wall. That's also 100% fine. So I am going to demo everything. So I'm going to just use my supports with my blankie. That's too hard for me. There we go. If you have a strap, you can always strap your elbows in. The reason you do that is you really want to get to the top of your shoulders, right into the top. This little bone here that sticks out there, that is what you're trying to get onto. That's ideally what you want to get onto. So I'm going to just demo onto it. So the whole idea is that your head, you're protecting that first, the first, second, and third vertebra that goes down, which sticks out. That's the only reason we do this. So what I'm doing is I'm placing my head onto the floor. Take that out. Okay. Then if I touch my ears on both sides, I can feel that my head's comfortable. Hands down. We'll lift my legs over, clasp my hands, and then try and get onto that top of those shoulders as much as I can possibly get there. Once I feel that I'm there, then I'm going to place my hands behind. A lot of people can strap, okay? place my hands behind, and I want to lift up that I'm totally straight. So I can just see my feet on top and get my body straight and can't breathe. But I try. So that's where you want to get ideally into that pose. The full pose is when you take your arms to the side and you can actually, whoops, it's a big pose. There we go. So I'm right at the top of my shoulders and I'm really sitting straight. The poses from here, you can work into halasana. So keeping your body nice and straight, working the legs. This is huge core mode. Whoops, down to the floor. Same thing, so coming back up, core, oh yeah. And then you using one leg at a time, down. Do you see my hips don't open? So if they're opening up, you're to go too fast, and you do one. So rather just go to where you can only go here, go there. Then opening up to the side, feet in, going into Kana Pindasana, so where your feet are down and your hands are around your head. You can work from there, you can walk yourself around onto each side. So do these various poses. Play around, have fun. Okay. So make sure your head is flat on the floor. You don't need anything, under your head. You've got a nice big drop. Sorry. Yes, inks, that's nice. A nice thick part, yeah. Yeah, I prefer that. Very nice. Yeah, I can see it's much giving you a bit of height. You'll get there. 1, 2. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that, yes, that's gorgeously straight, eh? Fantastic. Wow. Very nice. Okay, then you can slowly start to come down. When you're down, we're just going to do our relief posture, Uttara Padasana. So remove your supports. Okay, so your full pose is to go onto the elbows like we did earlier, to drop onto the crown of the head, lift the arms, and if you're comfortable enough, lift the legs. Hold there. Nice deep breathing, opening up the dorsal, and just relieving the thyroid. Place the feet down, allow the elbows to come down, relax the head, bring the knees to the chest, give them a nice hug. So one last thing before we go into relaxation, I'm going to do it before we do the relaxation. We're going to do Simhasana, which is our lion's breath. I want you just to all come onto your knees. I can't hear you, but you can all hear me, so it's quite embarrassing for me, but you will love it. Okay, so onto your hands and knees. Simhasana is our lion's breath. It's great for clearing your throat. It's great if you're going to do a presentation. If you've got a throat tickle, you're feeling a bit down. There's lots of benefits. I will actually put them out in the group. So what we're going to do is you're going to need to squint your eyes. You need to put your tongue out and pull a really ugly face. It's kind of like a haka, but clear out that throat completely. We'll do 3 of them. So we're going to go like this. I need you to really push forward with it. So let's go. And okay, at least 3 of them. I'm going to do one more. Nice squinting of the throat. Yeah, okay. Once you've done your 3, you can lie down on your back. Bring your knees and give yourself a nice hug. Squish those knees to your chest. It can work itself into a nice happy baby. Have a little stretch, whatever direction you feel like you need a stretch. And slowly get yourself ready for relaxing. So if you want to turn lights off, put a blanket on, please feel free to. I'm going to turn off the big light. That's better. Okay. Just relax. start to wiggle your toes. Rub your thumbs over your fingertips. Start to turn your head from side to side. Take your arms above your head and have a good stretch. Slowly bring your knees to your chest. And roll over to your right hand side with your head cradled in your arm. Words cast spells, that's why it's called spelling. Words are energy, so choose them wisely. And slowly come to a seated position. May there be peace to the north, peace to the south, peace to the east, peace to the west, peace above, peace below, peace within and peace without, and most importantly, peace with you and your family. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the evening.
Thank you, Jo.